everyone, this is Divi Speaks, podcasting with Divi. Okay, how you doing? Depending on when you're listening to me, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day. Okay, listen, I just want to say something short, and that is this. I want everyone listening to this voice to calmly sit down and tell yourself the truth. Yeah, tell yourself the truth. Do yourself a favor to tell yourself the truth. It's actually not a lie, although I have no evidence to back up the statistics, but a lot of persons have I've seen a lot of persons have because of the noise around them and because of the noise around us, we do not really sit down and tell ourselves the truth. Yeah, we just need to take a break. Just where we are the only one there, just us, and you just have to spill the truth to yourself. Because as soothing and calming as it might be, we shouldn't give to the formula of lying to ourselves. Yeah, lying to ourselves and making excuses because there's a reason we shouldn't. Yeah, so we should try as much as possible to tell ourselves the truth, because when we say the truth to ourselves, we are helping ourselves to grow better, and it's make it possible whenever we go out there and people trying to praise us into what we know we are not. Yeah, we know we are not that. we don't get to be swept by the praises, or they don't need to cajole us. We're not moved by whatever they say, because we know who we are. Just imagine, let's talk about spiritual life, right? If you don't tell yourself the truth, and one thing about this work with God is that as you keep your work with God keep depreciating, it's not really going to be so obvious to the people out there. Right, you would know that you are no longer who you used to be in the presence of God. They would still see you out there as someone, they'll call you, oh, man of God, woman of God, intercessor, and all of that. All right, there's some persons, they are so good in the way they can just package themselves properly, and no one knows that they have no relationship with God anymore, or rather their relationship with God has depreciated. All right, so it's going to be beautiful whereby that individual tells him or herself the truth, and like, God, I know I can't remember the last time I prayed. God, I know I can't remember the last time I read your word. God, I know people think I'm an intercessor, but Lord, I have left your presence. Show me mercy, forgive me. And the person cries in the presence of the Lord, and the person is actually wanting to change and all of that, although still struggling. So when that individual goes out there and gets comments like, oh, my man of God, my woman of God, I praise you because stuff like that, the person is not moved, because the person knows deep down who he or she really is. And I'm still struggling with God, I'm still struggling with my work with God. So the person is not feeling that entitlement mentality, like, yes, people still know me, it's not obvious, and keep living in that fallen state. What am I saying? Whatever I've said now is to point out to tell ourselves the truth, because when we tell ourselves the truth, we're helping ourselves to get better. All right, when we tell ourselves the truth, it's you and I that gains, not other people. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to David Speaks, and don't forget to tell yourself the truth. Bye bye.